What's up, guys? Jacob Rothenberg here, and what I want to talk about today is having to be adaptive, having the ability to change and adjust things on the fly as things are always evolving and patching up with updates on platforms like Amazon, with how social media marketing works, etc. So let me explain why this is coming up, and I'm just sharing with you what goes on with my online business. So we try to do a wide publishing approach for a couple of my fiction series. The whole premise was that we could spend less per series by just running ads towards book one, and funneling traffic from book one to book two to book six, etc. And on wide, you can sell books at $4.99, even higher, instead of the 99 cents or $2.99 that happens with Amazon. Now, there are pros and cons to each approach. Pros with KU, you get the page reads, and page reads can constitute a lot of potential readers and a lot of potential income. Cons is that KU is also expensive to scale up with, so you do have to spend a lot of money to make money profitably with KU. And with KU, you just get more readers straight up. So you're never going to really reach a scale with fiction going with a wide approach for most publishers, but the whole premise was that we could have a much better margin with going wide and still make decent money with wide as opposed to KU. Tried that for about a month. Actually 2 months. It went okay. I did make about $650 in September with a dead series, so to speak, that was not really running ads past book one. But it wasn't certainly what we expected. We were expecting to make a lot more daily with this book series than what we were making weekly. So we decided, hey, we want to experiment because of the summer slump. Perhaps KU was no longer viable for fiction like it used to be. And maybe it's just time to go wide. Let's go wide. 2 months occur. Wide's not that great after all. And now that we tried re-enrolling a series into KU, things aren't quite what they used to be, but it's still worthwhile to be in KU. So, what can you make of that? 2 things. Point 1 is perhaps all along, it was better for me to just stick to one thing and weather the storm, so to speak. Just work with the problems going on, try to address what could be fixed or improved under a certain system, and just work with it, instead of running off to this whole other approach or strategy. There is that, perception of what I could have adjusted with strategy. But on another notion, sometimes in business, guys, and in life too, you got to be able to make changes on the fly. If there's a certain strategy that's no longer working, why the hell would you persist doing everything exactly the same if it's just not going to yield the same results or as good results as it used to? So things are always having to be tweaked. And I'm going to kind of ramble on here, guys, to pivot a little bit. But this is the problem with online courses too. It's certainly courses that don't stay updated, or they're out of date, certainly. Is that particular to publishing, guys? A year ago, AMS was like the easiest thing to ever use. Advertising by Amazon. You could run an ad for 30 cents a click. You just have to set up an automatic targeted campaign, or just use KDP Rocket. Get hundreds of keywords that are remotely relevant to your book. Maybe use the strategies in AMS Profit Formula by whatever that course name is, and shit could work good. And that was certainly a little bit viable in 2018. It could get you profit, but you try that shit in 2019, trying to run an ad for even $1 a click for most competitive keywords, and using a giant keyword pool. That's going to drain your budget real quick, guys, with just clicks not leading through to conversions. And if guys, literally try this. Don't try it. Just listen to what I'm saying. Do not, by any means, run a large campaign of keywords with KDP Rocket and trying to run an ad campaign off that. If anyone's telling you that, whether it's just maybe sentiment on YouTube or maybe a lecture in Cancun, just you can try it, but look, it's not going to work, because that's advice from a year ago. You could even argue 2 years ago. It just won't work. What we're finding with AMS is that you're better off using a limited keyword pool. You can try using just an automatic targeted campaign, and if you wish, in conjunction with that, try running a manual targeted campaign with like 5 to 10 of your most popular, your most well-performing keywords for clicks and conversions, and try to optimize that and try to tweak the bids. If you want the budget, if you don't want to max out the budget, you can play around with that. And who talks about dynamic upper and lower on YouTube, right? Who even talks about how to use dynamic upper and lower? You've got these other YouTube channels that profess to be actively publishing, and they're not, and they probably don't even know what the hell dynamic upper and lower does. And I'll just say it here, guys, to make it worth your time watching this video. Dynamic lower was how your bids were set up prior to the dynamic system being introduced in April. So the way it worked, if you did an ad in April, for auto campaigns, what the Amazon platform would do with its algorithm was slightly lower your bid for a keyword that was maybe not as much of a conversion possibility, but was still deemed slightly relevant to causing a sale. So let me give you a more exact example. Let's say if we had a book about mermaids, okay, just hypothetically, you could have a search term for a book about sea creatures, which you could argue is slightly relevant to mermaids. Your ad would still provide an impression to that keyword, and if it was clicked on, it would be providing a lower bid for that keyword, and hopefully you would get the sale. Dynamic upper refers to if you're in a very competitive keyword, especially if your keyword is, through its algorithm data, is very likely to convert to a sale with a keyword term. That for that keyword term, your bid is going to go up to 100% of what you bid on. So to give you a more exact scenario, let's say you bid $1 on a book about dinosaurs, okay? Or let's say a dinosaur coloring book for kids. And the keyword that you have set up for dynamic upper is dinosaur coloring book for kids. That is very likely to convert, as your book is a dinosaur coloring book for kids. So if you bid $1 for that and it doesn't get the top ad spot, your ad will get like a top ad impression for a sponsored listing at number 1 or number 2, and if it's clicked on, it will spend up to $2 per click on that ad for that sale. And once it does that, that's a conversion, and hopefully your royalty is more than $2 per sale, so that you can make a profit off that conversion. And of course, you want to make a lot more than what you would bid on per click, because not every click turns into a sale. But I hope you understand that point. So guys, just realize a lot of information that you're going to get in courses and even on other YouTube channels, even up to now, are going to be outdated, and you're going to be hearing stuff from people who maybe were successful in 2017 and 2018, but they haven't done what it takes to adapt to the new rules, new climate changes on Amazon, as far as just the dynamics of how everything works in fiction and non-fiction. So am I trying to upsell you something here, guys? No, I don't really have anything to upsell you, but I just want you to keep an eye out for where you're getting your information from, and being sure that not only are you being adaptive with your changes on Amazon or with your business in general, but the information you're getting about the business you're running is from someone or from a group of people that are actively on the front lines in the field, doing things alongside with you, and are in tune with the changes going on in your sector. So that's all I really wanted to ramble about, guys. If you like this video, please leave a like, leave a comment below. I usually try to avoid doing mindset videos like this, but I think people enjoy the change, as we can only talk about publishing for so long. Although, we did talk about ads for a minute. If you have a question about ads, leave a comment below. I'm really not here to sell you an ad course or anything like that. So leave a question and I'll help you out, because that's what we're all about here on my channel. Just helping you out, building a genuine, keeping it real, 100% community. We're not trying to be flashy here with money that we make. We're trying to be mature, save our money, and hopefully invest it into other things that can provide us residual online income and really build something here, guys, because we're not here to get rich quick off some cheesy schemes, but we're trying to build reliable income for you and your family or your friends or your social circle. So excuse me, whatever it may be, keep it going, guys. Keep working hard, and I'll see you later. Take care.